Now, there are a couple key things you want to look at on your settings, okay? Because when you start to follow folks and you start getting into following folks, what happens is every time somebody follows you back or anytime sends you an email or anything, it hits your email. And at this point, it's good to set your settings so you don't get your email congested. So you want to turn off any, on your settings, there's a couple sections where you want to turn those off so that it's not bouncing back in. And that would be, we'll go ahead and under settings in Twitter, under settings in Twitter, you want to go to, as this rolls through, you want notices or notifications. You also want to turn your mobile stuff off too.
Even on my BlackBerry.
Well, because the thing is, what will happen is as you get aggressive with your Twittering and you get into it and you start following you back, if you've got up to, let's say you have 2,000 followers and they all tweet something and send you emails, that's going to hit your email hard. So you check your Twitter email on Twitter is the best way to figure it. Under settings, you want to, where it says email, when somebody starts following me, I would uncheck that. Email me when I receive a new direct message, I would uncheck that. And then I want the inside scoop, please send me the email for updates. You could decide to have all these turned on all the time, but if you're actively really working your Twitter, turning them off, you're always going to go back to your Twitter anyway to check out what's going on. But once again, this is one of those situations that if you get too aggressive too quickly, one, obviously you don't want to get too aggressive, but if you start to get that aggressive, you don't want your own personal email to get clogged up. So that's one thing to think about. What's interesting though, it depends. If you're interested to see where things are going, what you want to really think about is, okay, leave it on for a little bit just to check it out. See how quick people respond to you. But if they're emailing you that aggressively in the beginning, you will automatically, I think did that happen to you, Michael?
Yeah.
And how many responses did you get back right away?
I'd say 35 to 40.
So, and that filled up in a day or two, right?
Under 2 days.
Yeah. So you really want to look at that idea and keeping it quality that way from your email so you're not getting always congested with all the extras. Because Twitter is designed to what I refer to as a tease. Because you're telling people, you're giving people bits of information to get excited about. Through the bits of information, you can add your things like your email, you can add things to your website, you can add things to go to your Facebook to get people to join there. There's many different ways to connect this. You can connect Twitter to blogs. There's many different applications where you can actually have it even as an RSS feed. Is that correct, Matt? RSS feed, where that can actually go on your website. There are just so many different things you can do. The big thing is to think about what you're putting out there, once again, and what's coming back at you. Twitter is not hard to maneuver in, but the idea being is you want to catch people to get excited about what you're doing, ring, 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 and to get them to follow you back and then get them into your other social medias. There's many different applications coming out with Twitter all the time, but the first and foremost thing is the beginning of your page.